morning, and I am back with you with some tools that you can use on Magic School AI, which will make your life easier and give you lots and lots of variety of assignments that you can use. So one of the tools that I really wanted to highlight was this choice board generator. Sometimes you come up with an idea for an assignment, but you have one idea. A choice board is really powerful because it gives students choices about what they're going to do. So I'm going to click on this choice board generator. And the nice thing about this is it then takes your goals and puts them on the choice board. Okay. So it's already set to 10th grade reading level. I'm actually just going to grab a geometry standard. So I went into geometry and I'm going to choose extending shapes to 3 dimensions as the learning goal. Okay, so I copied this right from the ODE standards. Because math is not my strong suit. In English, I could probably write something more original, but I'm just copying the standards in. And then I sort of have a generic text that I always paste in for my choice boards, and that is all of the apps that our students have access to. So I want to make sure they have slides, docs, sites, drawings, Canva, make-believe comics, and Edpuzzle. Okay, so this is my goal and this is my objective. And then these are the tools that students have access to. One thing that I can say is students should complete the project in 1 hour. So that's additional detail for the choice board, right? So I'm going to click generate, and it's going to go ahead and give me all sorts of ideas. And some of them are really interesting, like this: write a short story or comic that demonstrates, oh, I should wait for it to finish. This is just something that I would have dug as a student. Write a short story or comic using make-believe comics that demonstrates how scaling affects lengths, area, volume, or different shapes. Now that is totally something I would have been into doing because, I'm an English teacher mind, and that lets me put some English into math. Create a real world scenario, i.e. building, packaging, design, and write a persuasive essay, or create a Google Doc presentation that explains concepts of circumference, area, and volume that apply to that scenario. Wow. I mean, this is taking it next level, right? So these are awesome ideas that the AI just generates for you, and you can just copy and paste these out. Now, the other thing that you can do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to copy this and I'm going to come back. Okay. So you have this choice board and you want to roll it out to your students, but then you have to grade it. Well, it also has a rubric generator. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the rubric generator. And I'm going to paste in the choice board, geometry exploration choice board, right? And I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab my standard for my area of focus. And I better change this from kindergarten. I'm going to change it to 10th grade. Additional customization, again, I'm going to say the apps the students may use. Students, actually, I'm not going to put that the students should complete it in 1 hour. And scale, I like to use a 4-point scale. My English peeps know why, because that's what the state uses. So I'm going to go ahead and generate, and this is going to now generate a rubric for me. Okay, so makes it easier for me to grade, gives me thoughts and ideas. I can do the single point rubric. This doesn't actually have the option to do a single point rubric, but I could definitely modify this to where I just took the excellent level and then I could give students numbers on the scale towards excellence. So a single point rubric, you take the highest level of achievement. So I would go up to 4 of these excellent ones, and I would just copy this level, and then I would have a place for me to rate where they are between 1 and 4 on this level instead of having all this description. But it can certainly be easier to have the rubric with the description of what each one is. And since the AI generates it, it's pretty easy. So this gives you this. And remember, we can always go My plethora of toolbars is making this harder for me. There we go. In here, you you always have that little copy button, which I was trying to show you. Um, but I made it disappear. Let me try forward. Nope. Okay. It will keep your results for you if you tell it to save them, but I did not. So another thing that I am definitely going to be playing around with is the multi-step assignment generator. So you give a topic and tell it what you want it to generate. So this can be really cool. This would be for something that'd be more spelled out, right? So it might be something that they would read or a lesson that they would go through, and you would describe the content. This is very much towards English teachers, okay? And put your standards in and describe the directions, okay? So these are all great tools. There are examples for each of these where it says see exemplar. You can see examples. I wholeheartedly encourage you to go in and take a look. I've only touched on really 2 of the tools, but I definitely think the choice board and the rubric generator would be great for adding variety to assignments and also giving students a little more choice about what they do, because we know that choice can increase engagement. Hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.